Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
South Korea had a scandal problem, suga's controversy, and more. It's an old video 2 months ago, but let's see.
As an international BTS fan, I always refrain from giving my opinion about South Korea's laws regarding military service and exemptions, and I thought this was a nice and respectful act of the vast majority of the fandom. This was some kind of movement shared by international fans. We are not South Korean citizens, so it's respectful to let them debate this issue by themselves. But am I supposed to still keep my mouth shut when the respect and consideration are not given back? Why have international armies created a movement of respect towards the South Korean opinion, yet the South Korean opinion does not even bother to recognize its own scandal culture problem?
the story.
Okay, I think she did a great intro. Yeah. I think the intro was good.
Recently, Suga of BTS had some drinks, and instead of driving his car home, he rode a mini electric scooter like this, with a helmet. He traveled in the correct lane for a third of a mile, but while approaching the entrance of his house, he fell after a sharp turn. A police officer approached him and administered a breath test.
So, why was police officer there to begin with? That's interesting.
I can understand. I assume his house is like in a well-to-do area, so they probably maybe have like security patrolling around this area.
Blood alcohol content was at least 0.08%, which is above license revocation levels in South Korea. So his license was revoked and he received a fine. Suga shared a statement explaining what happened and said that he didn't know that there was a rule that said that you cannot ride a scooter under the influence of alcohol, but he accepts the consequences. There was no damage and no person was harmed. For 7 days, the details were not shared by police, but the incident prompted a wave of news articles with
Wait, what does Cardi B have to do with this? You see it?
Where?
Bottom left, second from the bottom
These
left.
speculations, rumor after rumor about the details of his fall, the exact percentage of alcohol level, the exact model of scooter, and even rumors about him having to leave BTS because of this damaging scandal.
I think because the scooter was a motor, electric, that he got in trouble. If it was like a standard, pedal kind of bike, he wouldn't have this issue.
I don't know, we talked about this in a couple of videos already. I'm on the fence how I feel about this. A DUI is a DUI, it's not good. But it is a scooter, it's a new technology, so I
think in the handbook, if you have a motor, you have to follow the same rules as cars.
I think you're right, and I agree with that. But at the same time, like, who remembers the handbook? Like, some of the stuff from the handbook you don't remember now. He's not a spring chicken. He passed the driving license a decade ago. He don't remember everything.
Yeah, but you agreed to the rules.
I know. As I said, I'm on the fence of this. I can kind of see the both sides of the picture, and I feel like both sides are like, you shouldn't be driving. Of course, you shouldn't be driving. But like, here's how I feel. Should you be driving under the influence of a scooter? Of course not. Is it a big deal? I don't think it is. So it's like,
he was doing so fine until he got in front of his home.
Right. I think that what made him fall? The turn.
The curve,
yeah. Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I think we are blowing it a little bit out of proportion, but at the same time, you shouldn't be driving,
Reported rumors that said that Suga was found lying on the ground, suggesting that he was passed out drunk. They also worded the incident as Suga was driving a scooter. But you cannot drive a mini scooter or even a regular scooter. You ride a scooter. International K-pop fans love.
In English, yes. In Korean, I don't know if it's the same word. That's,
This. Finally, a BTS-related scandal to talk about. So they created the hashtag Suga Challenge, sharing pictures from Pinterest of people drinking and driving cars.
Come on, no, let's not. No, driving a car and driving a scooter, completely different. Very, very different. We cannot compare that.
Why would you do this challenge in the first place?
Now, I am not defending him driving a scooter. He shouldn't have done that. But let's not compare driving a scooter under the influence versus driving a car under the influence.
I think that's why he received a penalty like this.
No, penalty is
discourage
good.
Also others too. Look what they're doing.
Like the fact that he got the fine, I'm cool with that. And my issue, like the whole him being removed from the group, I don't support that. But him being fined for the UI, whatever, get fined for it. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that.
Of course, the very professional.
It's just like, basically how I kind of see it is action should have the equal and opposite reaction, right? He drove a scooter drunk, the equal and opposite reaction. I feel like he got fined and got his driver's license revoked. I think that's sufficient. I don't think I don't think it should be he drove scooter drunk. The consequences, his whole life is shattered now. He's no longer part of BTS. He can no longer have a career. Like I just don't feel the action warrants those kind of consequences.
South Korean media had a new headline. Armies created an irresponsible challenge to support suga. To make this believable, the media cut or blurred the profile pictures and the usernames, which clearly show that they are not fans of BTS. They are fans of other K-pop groups. Even with some minimal research, you can find videos of these BTS haters organizing this challenge with the intent.
The only thing is, this is clearly a BTS fan page of doing this, so I kind of wish we could see, like, from an unbiased perspective a little bit. This person is biased for BTS.
To pose as armies. As deranged as this sounds, this happens all the time, and I would have never thought of making a video about it. These hashtags are seen by K-pop stans, and they end with K-pop stans. No one outside of the K-pop circle cares or even knows about it.
Yeah, you're right about that. I didn't know about this until we started doing K-pop drama, so...
But not this time. One article attributing the challenge to armies became #1 trending article on Naver, the Google of South Korea. Now you may ask yourself, why is such an irrelevant and fake hashtag news in South Korea? Why would South Korean media even go as far as to blur the profile pictures and usernames of the actual fandoms participating? What do they gain by painting this fake picture? It all goes back to the scandal culture in South Korea. The simple act of dating is a scandal.
Yes.
Getting tattoos can also be a scandal. And of course, falling from a scooter is also a scandal. But what I find the most interesting part of all of this is that I cannot seem to find a single step of at least recognizing the scandal problem South Korea has.
What the public wants when celebrities make a mistake is accountability.
Whenever something silly like this happens, South Korean K-pop creators always say,
I mean, he was accountable. He said he agrees with the consequence of getting his license revoked and paying a fine. It's not like he tried to dodge that. He did say, I did do that. I was wrong. I paid the fine. And, that was accountability.
Oh, you international fans just don't understand. Our society actually cares a lot about the dangers of scooters. It may not be a big deal for the rest of the world, but here it is.
That's funny, but in South Korea, there has been a lot of concerns regarding electric kickboards. There has been a lot of public outcry of we need to ban these altogether.
These celebrities are idolized by so many people and they have so much influence, and that's why the public just wants them to own their mistakes.
Okay, so let's see how much South Korea cares about the morality and ethics of celebrities violating traffic laws. Daesung of Big Bang was in court for vehicular manslaughter in 2011. An intoxicated motorcyclist crashed into a street lamp. Daesung was not intoxicated, but because he was speeding and driving recklessly, he ran over the motorcyclist and later crashed into a taxi in front of him. In this case, the celebrity was driving an actual car recklessly. There was actual people involved. There was actual property damage. But the scandal passed. People forgot about it.
But, I'm not excusing him speeding, but if the person who crashed and was laying on the middle of the road, especially if it was in the night, that's kind of... I'm not, obviously he shouldn't have been speeding, but if no visibility conditions and everything, if he's drunk laying in the middle of the road, you can't exactly blame the driver for that.
In the following years, his group won Artist of the Year multiple times. The South Korean public was also appalled by Justin Bieber's arrest after driving under the influence of marijuana and Xanax, but they quickly forgot about it too.
That was Miami. That was Miami Beach truck, not truck band.
And Justin Bieber stayed as one of the most listened to international artists in South Korea to this day. The South Korean actress Kim Se-ron was not only caught driving under the influence, but she also damaged lampposts, guardrails, and crashed into an electric transformer, cutting the electricity of 57 cafes. She got one fine, and later was the star of a music video and appeared on a Netflix series. A police officer was caught driving an electric keyboard so drunk that he collapsed and he had to be taken to the hospital. But
driving under the influence is bad and nobody should do that, but it's a mistake. You people should be able to get a second chance after it. It's not like you drive under the influence and you go to prison for the rest of your life. It's not like... Even people who murder other people get out after 25 years, so you do get, it takes a long time, but you get a second chance at life. So I don't they should be able to get a second chance. Just because a person makes one mistake in their life shouldn't end their whole life. Yeah.
also called a fine. These are traffic law cases with people involved and property damage, and they are treated as nothing but trendy scandals.
It's really not looking good. It does not look good.
It's not looking good. When I said it's not looking good, I never meant legal-wise. I meant reputation-wise. Yugi and ultimately BTS, because he's part of it. The reputation resulting from all of this is not looking good. Not looking good in the K-public space's eye, because reputation is very important for celebrities. The reputation resulting from all this is not looking good.
Suga chose not to drive his car while intoxicated, but because he fell from his scooter, his quote-unquote scandal is as big or even bigger than Taesung's deadly accident at this point. So I'm sorry if I don't believe when Korean accounts say that this is a big deal in South Korea, because South Korea takes drunk scooter riding very seriously. No, this is not the result of society's heartfelt care for traffic laws. This is the result of the constant desperation to make anything and everything a scandal. South Korean K-pop stars love consuming and feeding any kind of rumors. They love making
But that is true though, they make everything as the fucking guy from Rise, wasn't it? Who got kicked off the group? It was Rise, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He got kicked off the group from dating, come on now. They're definitely looking for scandals.
everything a scandal, but they don't truly care. It's not the action they are outraged about. It's the scandal culture they want to participate in. It's like a game. And in a game, demanding seriousness, proper research, and professionalism is kind of pointless. When I made my video about the Mickey Jin and Hype conflict, I saw some people who are not from South Korea say the same thing. This is not a big of a deal. Let them talk. Nothing will happen to BTS. And that is 100% true. Of course, Suga will stay in BTS. Of course, BTS will have a successful comeback. Of course, people will forget about this in a couple of weeks. Of course, the rage is performative. But when will it stop? We can all see that these headlines are nothing but rage bait. But why do BTS have to even go through that? Why did the police transform a one-day scooter investigation into a full-week drunk driving investigation, allowing the media to make 1,400 articles full of rumors and lies? Why is this so normalized? And I, as an international fan, am not supposed to say anything. Even now, I see ARMY saying please and thank you when demanding a retraction and proper research. ARMYs have asked me to make a video not calling out the media, but exposing the truth instead. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of that. We all know the truth, and they know the truth. But the truth is boring. The truth won't give them those juicy headlines. We're all aware that the situation is silly, and we're all aware that the headlines are silly. But the normalization of bullying and smear campaigns in South Korea have turned out to be deadly. Only months ago, Parasite actor Lee Sung-kyun committed suicide after 2 months full of sensationalist coverage of a police investigation that claimed that he possibly consumed recreational drugs. Parasite director Bong Joon-ho led a protest demanding the police and the media to reflect on their sensationalist methods. These were 50 articles a day for...
I mean, I'm not surprised. We kind of have seen that South Korea has a lot of problems to our reactions. So I'm not surprised that is at all.
I'm surprised that that there's not like steps to be made. Like to become an idol, they of course gonna scrutinize you.
Yeah.
So I would be very cautious in what I do. Like I would assume that I cannot have a love life. I can assume I cannot have like a party life. Like I can't move like people my age would. So that's the trade-off of becoming an idol.
But you get tired of it eventually, and you want a normal life. So that's at that point you know.
It's like, what do you do at that point? Like.
For 2 entire months. But here we are, months after, seeing the police take a full week to investigate details like the model of Suga's scooter, while the media writes 200 articles a day. A full week of 1,400 articles of speculations.
I wonder what's the max speed of that scooter, because the scooter in this picture looks like it can barely drive, like 20 miles an hour if anything.
And likes. Here we are, months after.
Yeah, but 20 miles an hour, you can do more with a bicycle.
We're seeing the media intentionally manipulate facts and
Well,
speculate the worst once again. Of course, these too shall pass. BTS has gone through way worse smear campaigns, and the support of family, fans, and each other has only made them stronger. But international fan or not, I cannot stay here pretending that making every silly thing a scandal is normal. I'm tired of you guys just...
It kind of is normal, though. We do it in the West society, too. Like the tabloids, the TMZs, they take everything and make a scandal. So it is normal. It's just, I mean, I don't know, like we do the same thing, so you can't say that they're the only ones that do that.
Don't understand our society. No, you don't understand that your scandal culture is deranged. South Korean and international K-pop stars are deranged because the media's headlines are deranged. And this same scandal culture is the one that allows retractions and the deleting of articles so normalized. With Suga's case, there are already closed comment sections, videos unavailable for the international public, and deleted articles. But they don't matter. They are just another part of the game. The idea of a scandal was successfully planted and shared hundreds of thousands of times. In my opinion, this was not a mistake or lack of research. These and many other defaming articles are intentional. Not even the release of the real CCTV.
I don't think she's saying intentional. I don't think the intention is to damage idols. I think the intention is money. Because you make articles like that, people click, there's ads, you get paid for ads. Yeah,
money.
I need to get the sound. Yeah, so, I mean, it's all about the money at the end of the day.
Footage is enough for the media to issue retractions or apologies because they are still, quote, verifying the matter. South Korean media knows the truth and they don't care.
I thought it was cultural differences. I gave you guys the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, maybe electric scooters are different in Korea. You guys were acting like he was going 50 miles an hour, going under cars, going over trucks and everything. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I could not give about little man on a scooter. The way this was blown out of proportion, I hate y'all.
He did not fall because he was driving too fast. He fell because of the sharp turn. These smear campaigns need to stop. And all these challenges popping out of nowhere that we did not create, you need to stop.
I can laugh and say all of this over falling from a scooter, but it's not just that really. They are making this scooter thing a big deal because this is the worst they can find on BTS. South Korean media has broken into their building with no entry pass and they have found nothing. That nothing has been shared on national television.
I can see that too as well because they are the biggest group in South Korea.
And anything BTS is going to generate clicks.
Clicks, yeah.
Proof that the BTS members were having trouble with their label and were planning to sue them. JTBC's newsroom aired this footage on TV and then removed the pictures they caught secretly before releasing the news replay online. You can still see the comment of JTBC admitting to their lie on their YouTube video's comment section. This was the best they could find, so of course they're going to speculate, exaggerate, and exploit this quote-unquote content as much as possible and create all kinds of speculations. Now that Suga's real CCTV footage was revealed, the media is still demanding him to pose for a photo line in front of a police station. Like other celebrities accused of crimes too, the media is basically admitting publicly that what they want is the shot. This shot means social punishment because the image of a celebrity standing in the photo line in front of a prosecutor's office is enough presumption of guilt for the public. Suga needs to give this shot to them as a form of apology or else. Reporter Cho Yi-ye threatened. Reported. Suga should not be thought of as a guillotine who must avoid the photo line in front of the police station. If a person avoids or ostracizes reporters, as in the previous case of singer Kim Ho-jun, it is highly likely that doubts will be raised about the sincerity of the person's...
That don't make no sense. You have to stand in front of a police station as an apology? What? For what? Fuck out of here.
Reflection. Suga must think about how to appease those who are disappointed and angry at his mistakes. But
why? He doesn't have to appease nobody. People can be outraged at
everything. And I don't think it's going to stop, especially if you're a fan of a different group that's a competitor.
Yeah,
BTS.
He doesn't have to appease those people who are disappointed and angry at all. He did what he got.
I think he served it. He did. He got penalized.
He got penalized. He got his driver's license revoked. That's a penalty. He cannot drive. Period. 6 months, a year, I don't know, but still, he cannot drive at this point in time after this incident. He cannot drive. Is that not good enough? That's literally each crime has a punishment. The crime for this punishment of this severity was the fine and the driver's license. That's the punishment. That's literally what he has to do. Why are we trying to go for a bigger punishment than what the law asserted? No
they only wish to find a real scandal on BTS. Why focus on the real crimes of celebrities when a fake BTS-related hashtag got them hundreds of thousands of impressions? Why be outraged about the celebrities trafficking women when Suga of BTS fell from his mini scooter? And again, I would have ignored these silly articles like I mostly do. I really did not plan to make a video clarifying anything or asking for an apology from the media. Because sadly, this happens all the time, and they do it on purpose. But I am tired of the public's lack of awareness. I'm tired that even the protests of South Korea's most beloved director are ignored. I'm tired of the South Korean K-pop content creators and online accounts trying to silence and shame the international opinion because their word is apparently the only valid one. And no, I'm not from a privileged country giving my opinion on another country's freedom of speech. I'm from a small-minded country with a very similar type of yellow press and scandal culture. But I'm glad that at least the younger generation is aware of these tactics and able to call out the country's press. As a fan of BTS, I know that there are topics related to their country.
But then again, I feel like it's not just that, it's also business strategies.
It's all about the money. It's business. It's a good it generates clicks to make money. That's that simple. It boils down to that.
Traditions that are not my place to comment on or make videos about. But I believe I can still advocate for the mental peace of a group of artists who think nothing but proudly share their culture to the world.
Alrighty.
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.